Hey guys, we're going to do a quick video to go over the employee portal that's on our main website. I'm going to move this over here. We're going to scroll down from the main page. We'll scroll all the way down and we'll click on employee portal. This is going to have a link to all of the things that you need for the day-to-day of the business that doesn't have to do with actually performing oil changes. So let's just roll through this in order. The link at the very top is the employee web portal. This is where you'll log in if you have a @costaoils.com email. If you do not have an @costaoils.com email, then you will not have any need for this website. The second link is Gusto, and this is just a direct link to Gusto so that you can log in, print out your pay stub, change your banking information, and do anything that you need to do in regards to our payroll provider, which is Gusto. Gusto has your previous W-2s, it has any of your tax documents, and also the ability to change to a Gusto card. We do not send paper checks for payroll. You either have to have a bank account or you need to enroll in the Gusto card system. TimeStation reports. This is the direct link to the TimeStation page. If you log in as an employee, it'll show you your punch-ins. All it does is show you your punch-ins, which is the same screenshot that we send to the Slack channel every Monday. But if you do want to look at it, it's on here. When you first were hired, there should have been an email sent to your email to enroll in TimeStation to be able to view that. Next is our time clock correction form. This is a form that you should submit with the help of your store manager or territory manager if you forgot to clock in or forgot to clock out. Now, the easiest way to tell when you forgot to clock in or forgot to clock out is you clock in the next morning or you go to clock out and it says the opposite of what you did. That needs to be corrected, and the record keeping per the Department of Labor needs to be done appropriately, so we will need you to submit this form so we have the documentation of it. Next is going to be our tool and equipment requests, work repair requests, submit a request for tools or repair. This is what we've been doing every Thursday internally here at the office. We sit down and go through all the requests for tools and equipment, and then we decide if we think it's actually absolutely necessary or if we feel as though it's something that we have here at the warehouse that we could bring the next time we do a site visit, or if it's something that I need to Amazon or go out and fix myself. So this form should be used for any of those reasons, whether it's a tool or equipment request or a work repair order such as replacing light bulbs or fixing a toilet, things of that nature. The employee dismissal form is exactly what it sounds like. The most senior employee at the shop should be filling out this form anytime someone quits or is fired. We need the last day worked, whether it's voluntary or involuntary, the details surrounding why they were terminated or quit, and then this is a very important one: would you rehire this employee? Because we are obviously a team of second chances. We're never going to blacklist anybody unless there's an actual good reason to, and so we'll have you select whether or not you would ever want them to work for you again. Next is the employee handbook, which we've been having everybody sign. We need to get it out to everyone else. You can view the PDF version of it here, as well as on the actual page. We have the PDF version of the handbook, and once you've read it, we just need you to digitally sign that you have read the handbook. Any amendments we make will go on this page. These amendments get added from time to time, and whether it's our smoking policy or uniform policy, those amendments are necessary to ensure that we're adapting to whatever the most current necessary trends are for running this business. The PTO request form, this is something that we need to do a better job of explaining in the beginning, although it is in the employee handbook, and it is explained in the employee handbook that you are not eligible for PTO until your 90th day working, so month 3. Once your payroll is run after the 90th day, you start accruing the PTO. We do request that all PTO requests be put through this form so that we can make sure that we have appropriate coverage and are tracking that appropriately. The next is our confidential employee suggestion. This is something that we want you guys to utilize if you have an employee personnel issue, if you have a procedural issue, if you have anything that you don't feel as though you want to give your name, you can submit the complaint or suggestion here. We listen to all of our employees. We take everything into consideration. We've made changes based off this form in the past. Ask any of the senior employees. We are here to make things better. We do not want you to feel as though you don't have a say in how to run the business. Next will be the new employee info form. This is a very important form because this is how we're able to get you into Time Station in a timely manner. This is how we're able to get you into Gusto in a timely manner. We need you to fill this out. We need you to talk about what the agreed upon wages were. If you were brought on with some kind of step ladder, meaning that if you hit a certain amount of days worked, you get a pay raise, that needs to be put in here. If for whatever reason that is ever missed and we don't have it documented, that becomes problematic because we need to have the documentation to corroborate whatever the hiring arrangement was. T-shirt request form. This is just something, since we do make our t-shirts in-house, we want you to be able to submit a request for t-shirts, and we will mail them out to the store or bring them out when we do site visits. Site evaluation form. This is for the senior employees, specifically the territory managers and our back office employees. This is the evaluation that should be done when approaching a store to make sure that it's being run the way that we want it to be run. Includes things like, were you greeted or the customer greeted in 10 seconds or less? Was the open sign on and visible? Is the building looking clean? Etc., etc. You can go through this. You can submit an overall score. If this is a second or third or fourth or fifth time that the store's been evaluated by the employee, you can put the past evaluation so it can be judged against the new evaluation, and then submit the score so us in the back office can review it and make sure that we're following the appropriate guidelines to run a store the way we need it to be run. And then lastly is the corporate store reminder sticker form. Submit a request for reminder stickers. Pretty self-explanatory. We have proprietary reminder stickers for a reason. We want you to handwrite for a reason. We think it's gives you the flexibility to add notes. If you sold a Lucas last time, if you sold a high mileage last time, it turns a cold sale into a warm sale. And so the corporate stores do not pay for sticker rolls, so even if you put this in here, it'll stay $0 for the corporate stores. That is it for our employee portal. This thing will change from time to time. We've added a lot of things, but we want you to know that it's here for your benefit and what its purpose is, and we want you to use it. We want to hear from you guys. We want to support you guys. We want to make sure that the stores are running the best they can, because we don't want to be just another quick lube. We want to be better than everyone else from a service standpoint, from a price standpoint. We're doing a really good job of that right now, and we want to continue that. That's it. Thanks.